is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the new episode of Nuggets for the Soul. If you watch world news, you will see a lot of protests happening in different countries all over the world. And these protests are people fighting for their freedom. And what are some of the freedom that people are fighting for? I'll just give some of the examples: freedom of belief, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom of education, freedom to choose, freedom from bondage and slavery. And the reason why people are fighting for their freedom is because we are created for freedom. Okay, in the first book of the Bible, in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26, then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." So, what does it mean to be created in the image and likeness of God? God has given us intellect, God has given us reason, and God has given us conscience. In Romans chapter 2, verse 15, it says there, "They show that what the law requires is written on their hearts, while their conscience also bears witness." There's a capability in us to be able to know what is good from evil. Okay, God also has given us free will. Okay, so if you have all these four: intellect, reason, conscience, free will, then we have the capacity to choose. Okay, and that differentiates us from animals. The animals, they don't have that freedom to choose. Okay, so if you hit a bear, you will be eaten up by a bear. Okay, but for us, if somebody hits us, we have a choice whether we would hit that person back or not, right? In Genesis chapter 1, verse 28 says there, "God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." As human beings, we're called to subdue, or to be a master over all creation, and not let creation be our master. Okay, because if we let creation, created things, be a master to us, then we will no longer be free. And the reason why God has given us that freedom to choose is because without that freedom to choose, we will not be able to love. Okay, so just like you can't force somebody to love you, because if they're forced, if they're coerced, then that is not love. Okay, so and that's why we're created in the image and likeness of God, because God is love. So we have that capacity to be able to love, and we need to have that freedom of choice to be able to do that. Okay, so remember that we are created for freedom. Be a living saint. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.